Hi guys, coffee and chat. It's a wee quick one, a wee update. And before I start, to say what I've forgotten to say or whatever, I've done a few videos and I'm quite happy with them, and hopefully they'll go up soon and we'll be on the go. I'd just like to, before I go into telling my story or whatever for the coffee, to thank those that actually have been helping support the channel through the coffee, the little £4 coffees that you can buy me to keep me going, which is lovely. I'd like to thank for the last 4 or 5 weeks Joni, Carol, Shona, and someone called the Appreciator. And I think I know who that one is actually, but thank you for your coffees. I really appreciate them. So, how are you? I hope you're doing well. It's been an exciting few days. I can now say that the book is out of my hands. This is the Afterlife book, and it's away to the beta readers and the editor. And there's a few things come back so far that people are liking about it. One of the readers said that she heard my voice in all my books, but she felt this one was a stronger voice of my own, and that she felt she was in the same room as me with the book. And you know, most of my books are conversational, but we also need to get the sense of knowledge and stuff in there. So I was really happy with that one. Another person, another beta reader, come back and said that they thought it was my best writing yet, and I'm really happy with that because it's my 10th book, and hopefully we do improve with everything we do. And there's been a few classic blunders that, you know, if you read back over your own work, which I do, and put it through Grammarly and put it through other editors and stuff, but you can miss some things that if they go in your book will be absolute clangers. And one of them I was talking about, there's a section in the book, a chapter about what happens to a soul via a miscarriage or termination or IVF. And in it I had put whether the soul is in the womb for 2 months or 20 months, it's still a soul. So within that one phrase we had images of 20-month pregnancies. So that was picked up on very quickly, and we had a real laugh about that one. So thank you, Jill. And there's been other ones that, you know, like the complete wrong words have been used, or yeah, it's just, you don't see your own mistakes, you really don't. So anyway, that's where we are with the book just now. I've got my board is all new, with all the steps that come next, from getting back from the editor, formatting, cover art, everything will be going on very, very quickly over the next 3-4 weeks now, because that's just the way things happen when you know, my little publishing company is Saraswati Creative Publishing, and when it's there and we're doing it for ourselves, and we, you know, we've had a few books under our sort of arms now. This is the stage where a traditional publishing company can take 3, 6, even 12 months to get the book out, whereas we can have it very, very quickly out, literally within about a month from this stage, not all in all. So that's why, you know, I've decided to do some videos today and over a few hours, and because as of a few days from now we'll be back into that. I know there's an outstanding gift for the girl, the woman that won the giveaway. it will come, honestly, it'll be there soon. I've made a space for it in the next like 6-7 days, and it will come, but I want to give it my best for you. You know, I don't want to just send something off. I'm determined that I want to get the right information for you, so you know who you are. But that will come. I've not forgotten you, but it's been such an exciting time for this book. So I'm not going to say what the title is yet. I'm going to do that with another video. But what I would like to say to you is that I know a lot of you follow me on Colette Clairvoyant Facebook page, and that's great, and most things go up there, but I also have a Colette Brown author page, and I'm going to put the link to it in the description below. And I would love if you would join me on Colette Brown author, because that's the place where like the dates for publishing, the dates for maybe the book launch, which will be online on YouTube live stream, that's where they'll go up first, and it's exciting, isn't it? Absolutely exciting. It's nice to get some feedback, because the book has been, as you know, it's been quite difficult. I mean, doing a book on death and the afterlife is difficult at the best time, but doing it during a pandemic was difficult as well. So my whole mood went down with it for a while. But it was interesting what Jim said. He said, I said I would never ever collate other people's work again, because what I tried to do with this book was take aspects of dying and the afterlife and have my voice through it, but add on people's experience, maybe with their families, maybe bad experiences, good experiences, and every one of you that gave me a story, I thank you so much, because they've made the book, they have made the book. And Jim was just saying that, you know, reading everybody's little individual stories, like a chapter, say, on losing a child, and you know, the grief with that, having then some very lovely people give their stories on their children and their loss. These stories are, and you know, that maybe getting a message back or whatever, these things are so life affirming. That Jim, he found some very emotional, I must admit, and my daughters have felt it quite emotional as well. So far, everybody that's read it or read parts of it, the beta readers, have all had wee times for hankies, so I would warn you. But it's not, yes, there's sad bits in it, but all in all, I think it's very, very uplifting. And it's nice to know that I've managed to collate other people's work. Granted, some people gave me 2,000 words and I had to take it down to about 300. So I hope everybody's okay with that, but the book could have gone on forever. And because it was such sharp, almost harsh subject matter, I decided to keep it to a reasonable length. It opens up for other things that can be done in the future when I've got my energy back, for exploring other things to do with maybe deeper into the afterlife or whatever. But for now, the afterlife stories, which are all anecdotal, and but nonetheless, science doesn't prove it yet, but it will at one point. Anyway, I'm giving away too much about the book, aren't I? Doesn't matter. I love yous all anyway. I mean, it'll be out literally probably in a month, and so excited. So if you gave me your story for the book, I really do thank you. And if you want to be part of the process of promotions, getting it there, the book launch itself online, then watch out on here. But also, if you've got Facebook, go into Colette Brown Author or Colette Brown Books, I think it may be, but I'll put it down below, not to worry. And yeah, so exciting times indeed. So that's that kind of over for me. How are yous? a lot of stuff going on in the States as usual, quite terrifying in ways. I think with the being fully on with a lot of technical stuff with the book, I haven't been on Twitter or stuff as much, and I think that's been quite a good thing because I was getting so caught up in it. And you know, I think I'd be on like social media researching something political or whatever, and I think I was on for half an hour and I'd have been on for 2.5 hours. The time just goes away, and with a book to come out and with a YouTube channel, and my husband's back had gone out, and he couldn't do very much, and all sorts of things going on. I haven't time to be on Twitter that long. I really don't. Plus the way I've been using it has been more annoying me about things going on rather than the joy of it sometimes. So yeah, so I'm going forward now, and once the book's out, Jim and I will have a kind of staycation round the cottage, but with nice meals and nice movies and everything like that. And we'll take it from there, and I'm back to seeing my girls and my wee Alexander again, and that's just the best thing ever. So I hope you're keeping safe though. In Scotland we had no sort of deaths and stuff for days and days, and then there was a wee thing where there was 8. So we're going out of lockdown in various ways, and it seems safe. I'm just not sure about the schools going back. I think that could be a difficult thing, but we'll see. At the moment they're going back, but if the few cases that were there go through any barrier, I think that'll stop. But that's one for Scottish Government and the teachers and families and whatever. So we're still being safe. We're, you know, using our masks and out and about and stuff when we can. But it's been mainly getting to the finish line, the near finish line, with the Afterlife book, and yeah, I have a big glass of wine after that and a cheery book launch. And then I was remembering, I don't know if those of you that are round about, you might be new, but 3 years ago we did a book launch for my Memoirs of a Clairvoyant, and I was so excited about it, and about 2 hours before it started I got norovirus and I had projectile vomiting all over my husband about half an hour before it was due to start. And my dad worked for the one company for 42 years and he never had a day off sick, apart from a portion that he was in the World War II and in Burma. So my dad's work ethic has passed to me, in that I know I'm disabled and stuff like that, but oh my goodness, I was going to get through that book launch. So after I had the first lot of projectile vomiting, I put my makeup back on and come in and sat for 10 minutes, and then I had to say, I'm sorry folks, enjoy this yourselves in a way. And I spent the next 2 days just at the toilet being ill. So please put some protective energy around me for the date that the book launch comes, because that was like a carry on. That was like the universe was saying, oh, you've got it all sorted, you think it's great, here comes your book, well, we're going to give you norovirus for the actual launch. So poorly. So I wonder if those of you remember that. I think the likes of maybe Mary and Vonda and Heather, and I say a couple of the boys, but you know who I mean, Andy and Russ, and a few folk that are around, have been around the channel forever. Maybe you'll remember me saying, excuse me, I'm off. So hopefully we get a better go at an online book launch this time. So I've said about the book, we're kind of okay. I feel as though I'm getting my energy back a bit more, but maybe it's because I do feel as though things are getting there now. I've also been taking a magnesium supplement to help with joints and also some of the pain I've had, and I do seem brighter. As far as bones are concerned, I've not got my splints on for camera, but I've got them there. I feel as though somebody's taken a hammer to my wrists and my fingers. So that's a bit of a flare up, and that's annoying, but I've been typing a lot, I've been online a lot, I've been editing a lot, so I'm just going to have to put my splints on, keep them on for a while, and hope that that goes away. So I don't think that's anything more than a reaction to the work I've been doing. So I'm hoping that once the books, well, even over the next few weeks, I'm not going to be writing as much as I did. I'm not going to be online as much, writing as such or whatever, so hopefully get rid of the pains in my wrists. If anybody wants to send healing, which I know you do, the main arthritis is in my neck and my wrists and my fingers and nodules and my feet and my knee and my lower back. So yeah, but it is what it is, isn't it? We just got on with it. I'm just so happy. I'm happy, but I'm terrified too. I do think the book is good, but you always get the odd one that just doesn't like it, you know. Yes, there are afterlife stories in it, but there's a lot of work on having a good death, how to die, basically, about cultural norms that are so wrong, about handling grief, about different ways of understanding the soul and the soul journeys. So there's quite a bit of teaching in the book, but merged with people's stories in real life. And you know, I've not done a book like that before, where I've actually taken a lot of teaching and put other people's stories in. I've done the teachings and put my stories in, but I've not absolutely taken everybody's stories and tried to put them in individual chapters, which is what I've done with this one. And I think it works, but you don't know. But I'll tell you something, if you do buy the book, please leave me reviews, especially in the States, because for a book, you know, to write a book a year, it has to be able to make itself worthwhile. And when something does, excuse me, quite well in the UK market, that's good. But we really need some sort of foothold in the States and in Australia and Canada as well, for the books, for the financial well-being, that, and it's not great, don't get me wrong, but for that to be, right, okay, I took 1.5 years of my life for that. Not just that, I'm not saying that it was full on, it wasn't, but you've got to look at it and say, right, okay, that is covering me for the next wee while, and I hope it will. But more than that, I hope that people benefit from it and enjoy it and pass it on. I'm not even saying like buy 5 copies. It's like buy 1 copy and then give it to pals and share it around. I'm not going to make it as the paperback won't be that expensive, but it has to be within the sort of the genre and the pagination. But the Kindle, I can keep the price reasonable with that, so I'm more in control of that. So I want people to access this book. I want it to help people. That's how it came about, people coming and asking me, can you do a book for someone that doesn't know what happens in the afterlife, or can you do a book to help a family who've got someone with a long-term illness that will eventually, it will be fatal. I'll explain all that in the introduction to the book, but I didn't just waken up one day and say I'm going to do a book on death and the afterlife. The synergy and synchronicities when I made the decision to do this book over the course of a day or two were phenomenal. It was like the universe was literally battering my head off the wall to get me to do it. And I had already spent 6 months on a psychological, psychic, mediumistic thriller, almost horror. I was getting ahead with that. I wasn't connected to it the way I have been with books, but I still spent 6 months on it, and then I had to change and go and do this one. So when that happens, there's somebody out there needs this book. So that's what it's about, isn't it? It's about helping folk. So anyway, I've blabbered on long enough. I hope you're keeping safe, wearing a mask, doing whatever you have to do to keep yourself safe, and social distancing. Because we have to just keep going, and we have to, I think we have to add a bit of optimism in that we're going to fight this COVID-19. There's some really good news coming through on some of the therapies that are being used in ICU, so, that are saving lives big style. I'm still a pharmacist, so I still get my pharmaceutical journal every fortnight, so there's some good stuff coming through there. And vaccines, maybe not as quick as some people are saying, but you know, it's almost as though the contagion part of COVID, we can't really do anything apart from wear masks, wash hands, stuff like that. But it was at the start when people got ill, there was going to be huge amounts of death, which there has been. But as time goes on, our therapies and the way that we know the drug regimens that we can use will become more known and more practical, and that should give us positivity and hope. So I've seen a few things coming through about drug treatments, not ludicrous ones that haven't been tested or anything, proper meds that have been used for other things in the past, and are known for their, you know, their immune system boosts. Yeah, so yeah, there's some positivity coming through, and I want to reflect that. And I hope that if you do buy the book or read it on Kindle Unlimited, I'm going to put it on Kindle Unlimited too, so you can read it for nothing if you've got that. A lot of people in India use that for my other books. It's so weird. I don't sell many books in India at all, but there's a lot of people read my books on Kindle Unlimited, I think it is, and Kindle Lending Library. So I just open it up to all these things because why not? Absolutely, why not? So yeah, I've lost the plot now, haven't I? I can't remember what I was talking about. Senior moment. Yeah, I'm just, as I say, my whole brain has been full of the book, and I've been so excited and wanting to get back to YouTube and connect with you all again. So there's about 3 videos done plus this one that will keep us going for a couple of weeks, and then I should have more news on the book launch, and anything else that needs done. So if you've got ideas for videos that you want me to add to my list, please put them in the comments below, and let's enjoy the time ahead. And again, thank you for everybody that's been so supportive, and even people that have said go do the book, leave the videos, you know, you'll be fine, we'll be here when you come back. I've heard that a lot, and it's a lovely thing to hear, we'll be here when you come back. It's like, yeah, this isn't just a YouTube channel, this is a wee community, and it makes me feel very happy. So anyway, let me know how you all are. Let me know if there's anything you need or want, and bit by bit we'll go through the summer and get into the autumn and get the channel going to just being a wee bit busier. You know, I don't mean in views, I mean in videos that I put up, you know, back to maybe 2 a week rather than 1 a week or 1 every 10 days. There's plenty of stuff that we can do that's in my book already. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed your wee coffee. It's quite a long one actually, but yeah, I've missed you all and I'm so glad that I'm back, and I'm so excited about the book, so bear with me for now. I love you all, many blessings. Why is this not going? I always do this, don't I? You all get such a laugh. It's not going off. Okay, let's try this.